Okay, it's 1:45, kickoff, Valeo in white, Rochester football in black. That's Brendan on the back right. Brendan to Yumi to Monty. Monty to Fred. Fred across the middle to Tamba. Tamba to Monty. Monty sends it to the middle of the field, gets cut off. 4 has it. Ben Lopez in the game. He back heels it to 6. 6 to the side. Brendan pokes it away to Monty. Monty clears it with his right foot. 10 brings it down. It gets stopped in the middle. 17 to the side. He shoots it wide.
Corner, that was a deflection.
We're 42 seconds in. PJ's in goal. It's Fred, Monty, Yumi, Brendan in the back line. That's Ben Lopez in midfield. That's Diego. They send it back. Brendan cuts it away. Brendan on the ball. Brendan to his left. He cuts back to the right. He loses it to 7. That's Josh pressuring it back. They have to go back to their goalie in orange. They go out to the left side. Back to the center back. Number 5. Back to the goalie. Goalie to his left. Sent it through midfield. That's Tamba. To Ben. Ben 17. He shoots with his right foot. It goes wide. We are 1:40 into the first half. No score. Goalie out to number 5. He goes up the side. That's Yumi coming back. Yumi sends it back to Monty. Monty gets behind the ball. Monty with Fred. He goes up the middle. It skids through. That's Yumi off the side of his foot to the side. Fred's after the ball. Hits 17. They're saying it's a throw in for Rochester. Rochester on the throw. 17 on the throw. He throws it toward the goal. He chips it over the goal. We're 2:30 into the first half. There's no score. They're trying to get a ball because the ball went out of play. It's in the other field. Okay, Brendan gets a ball from the side. We are 3 minutes into the first half. There's no score. PJ on the goal kick for Valeo. PJ up the center of the field. It's over Tamba. That's Diego. Diego passed Ben to 17 of Rochester. 12 has it on the back right. 12 to the middle. He's got space. They cut it up the side. Can you go around, please? Thank you. 10 gets pushed. 4 chips it to the side. That's Josh. Josh tried to go hit 9 down the side. Yumi pokes it away. It should be a corner. We've got 4 minutes into the first half. There's no score. It's a corner for Rochester. It's a low corner. It's a near post. PJ catches it. He rolls it out to the side. That's Josh on the ball. Josh steps over it. 3 players on him. 4 takes it away. 4 is out of bounds. Throw in for Valeo right in front of the Valeo bench. Brendan's on the throw. Brendan down the side to Diego. Diego cuts to his left. Diego to Tamba. Tamba sends it back to Monty. Plane goes overhead. Monty to the middle of the field to Tamba. Tamba to Diego. Diego back to Tamba going through the center circle. Tamba tries to poke it ahead. 5 knocked it down. They counter. Rochester. That was Diego off his heel. That's Gabe. Gabe back to Brendan. Brendan cuts to his right, gets around him, cuts to his left. He goes down, no call. That was Gabe on the sideline. They chip it Brendan off his chest. Brendan to Gabe. Gabe gets spun around, hits the player in front of the Rochester bench, goes out of bounds. Throwing for Valeo. Brendan on the throw, right in front of the Rochester bench. It's Diego. He loses it. They come to the other side of the field. That's Monty comes back. Monty to Hamza. Hamza to Fred coming up the left side. Fred, number 80. Hits number 12, tries to defend. Fred to the corner. Fred crosses it. And it's out of play. It's into the other field. We're 5:50 into the first half. There's no score. A nice throw. Goal kick for Rochester. They go out to the left. He stutters, goes up the left side to number 6. Brendan got hit by Diego. Tumba knocks it back. They send it back to their goalie. 5 is back. 5 is a right center back. 5 sends it back to the left. Tumba and Diego after him. They cut it to 4. 4 to the side to number 12. 12 back to the left. 12 back to this side. They send it in toward Monty, and PJ's going to get at the edge of the box. PJ to Tumba. Tumba steps over it. Sends it back to Monty on the left. Monty to Yumi. Yumi to Tumba. Tumba sends it up the field. That's Hamza running after it. Hamza with Fred behind him. Hamza cuts it to the end line. Hamza on the end line. He steps over it. He crosses it. Shoots. It gets blocked in front. That was Gabe. That was Diego on the shot, saved by the goalie. 7:10 into the first half, no score. Goalie out to the left side, in front of the Rochester bench. That's Diego, got through him. He goes through midfield 10, give and go. That's Fred cutting it off. Fred back to PJ. PJ clears it with his right foot. Hits the Rochester player. 6 has it for Rochester. He sends it back. 6 sends it back. Diego right at midfield. They lose it. Player turns. Number 6. 6 to the middle. There's no one there for Rochester. Yumi shielding it. Yumi shields it out of bounds. It's going to be a goal kick for Valeo. Eight minutes into the first half, no score. PJ on the goal kick for Valeo. PJ to his right, toward midfield, hits the Rochester player in the head. Brendan after it. Brendan off his head, sends it to midfield. They bring it down. He cuts by. That's Tomba, sends it to Diego. Diego to the side to Hamza. Hamza on the left side. Hamza 22, cuts it back to the middle to Gabe. Gabe cuts it back. He loses it. They send it up the field. That's Yumi going to cut it up. Yumi to the left. Yumi still has it. He goes up the field to Fred. Fred to Gabe. Gabe turns over it. Gabe through the center field. Gabe making a run. Gabe gets around 4. Gets around him again. He goes to the side to Fred. Fred toward the corner. It goes out of bounds.
Come on, Elliot, play the ball, Elliot, Gabe!
It's a throw-in for Rochester. We're 9 minutes into the first half. There's no score. They throw it down the side right to Hamza. Hamza in front to Gabe. Gabe right at the edge of the box. Gabe to Ben. Ben on his right foot. Ben back to Tomba. Tomba inside to Diego. Diego sends Hamza. Hamza chips the back post. Josh is after it in the corner. 7 for Rochester. 7 saves it. 7 goes down the middle of the field. It's Monty plays it down to Diego. Diego to the side to Ben. Ben puts it in the air toward Josh. Josh and number 2. It goes out of bounds. Throw in for Rochester. They send it back to number 5. They go up the left side to 7. 7 to the wing. It hits Tamba. Tamba to the left. He circles. He sends it back to Monty. Monty turns, goes to his right to Gabe. Gabe in midfield. He's got Brendan on the right side. He's got Josh on the right side. Josh to Brendan going up the right side. Brendan stutters. He goes to the side to Diego. Diego toward the right corner. He sends it back to Brendan. Brendan lost it out of bounds. Throw in for Rochester. They throw it in, and it goes out of bounds. Throw in for Valeo. Brendan on the throw. It's probably 35 degrees out here. That's Tomba trying to make a move. Gabe inside to Josh, who gets shielded from the ball. Goalie down the middle of the field to number 10. 10 to the side. He goes to our side. Number 6 right in front of us. 6 down the side to 12. That's Monty going to cut him off. Monty puts it out of play. Throw in for Rochester. Monty off his head. That's Fred under it. Fred back toward the box. Tomba heads it out. That's Diego. Diego chips it out. That's 93 in the game for Valeo. And they headed back to their goalie. They go down the left side towards Brendan's side. Yumi has it. Yumi steps over it. There's no one on him. He sends it back to PJ. PJ on his left foot. PJ to Tomba, right in the middle of the field. Tomba back to Monty. Monty back to Tomba. There's nobody on him. Tomba's got space. He finds Gabe in the middle of the field. Gabe to the right to Josh. Josh on number 2. Josh crosses, gets blocked. Josh has it again. He crosses again, gets it blocked by 5. Should be a corner for Valeo. We are 12:15 into the first half. Diego on the corner for Valeo. Diego low to the corner. Monty back heels it. He tried to find Josh. 93 shoots. It goes past the far post. It's going to be a goal kick. Interesting play. 12:40 into the first half. There's no score. Rochester out to the left side. That is Josh on the ball. He sends it up the side in front of the Rochester bench. Brendan's pressing. Diego's pressing. 93 is pressing for Valeo. Back to the goalie. The goalie reverses it to his right. Number 5 has it. 5 to the middle of the field. 5. Who is this? Number 6. 6 to the side. 17. Fred has it. Fred around the defender. Fred to Hamza. Hamza to Diego. Diego down the side to Fred. Fred making a run. Fred at the edge of the box. He crosses it. He shoots it just over the back post. That was a nice shot. Nice shot by Fred.
Nice run.
Eric is coming in the game. They're going to move Yumi up and take Hamza out of the game. So it's Eric and Monty are center backs. 5 has the ball for Rochester. He goes across the field to number 6. 6 back to the goalie. Goalie for Rochester goes out to his left. 93 is in front. That's Gabe making a run at it. 4 sends it back to 5. 5 down the middle. It gets cut up by Fred. That's Gabe tried to turn on the ball. 4 takes it away. 4. 12 has it. 12 back to 5. 5 on the ground, got hit by Diego. 5 clears it over midfield. That's Eric defending. He's coming to the left. He's trying to get around the left side. Eric, they send it into the box. Monty clears it out of bounds. 12 on the throw. He sends it to 6. 6 is about 35 yards out. He tries to put it toward the goal. That's Gabe to Diego. Diego to Yumi. Yumi chips it ahead. He tries to find 93. 5 has it. 5 to the side. That's Brendan cuts it off. Brendan has it. Brendan over midfield. Brendan looks up. He sees Josh on the right. Josh sends it to 93 on the right side. He turns, sends it back to Yumi. Yumi chips it toward the box, and there's nobody there. 12 has it for Rochester. 12 down the middle of the field. That's got cut off by Tomba. 4 has it. 4 turns, sends it back to 5. 5 to 12 on the right side. 12 down the middle of the field to number 9. 9 turns right at the center circle. He comes back, he gets cut off, and they call a foul on Valeo. 15:30 into the first half. There's no score. It's right at midfield. 5 to the left side to number 2. Gets cut off by Josh. Josh turns on it, and he has to spin back on the ball. Brendan off his head. That hit Yumi. 6 comes back and gets it for Rochester. Gets poked away. Josh ahead to 93. 93 has it in the box. 93 puts it on the ground. He tried to hit Diego with it. 18 clears it with his left foot. To the side. 7 on the sideline. Brendan takes it away. Brendan into the right corner. He crosses it. That was Josh off his head. Brendan on a cross. Josh just headed it wide. 17 to the right side. 17 back to the goalie. There's no pressure here. He sends it back to his right. There's nobody going. He's going to go up the side. Cuts the middle to 12. 12. That's Tomba cuts it off. 6 has it for. That's Josh on the ball. Josh and number 6 are battling for it. They send it back. That's 93 and Josh. It goes out to the left side. That's Yumi on the ball. They reverse it to 6. 6 has the ball for Rochester. Comes back to our side, the right side. It goes back to the middle of the field. They're trying to go to the wing. 10 has the ball. 10 to the corner. Monty plays it up in the air. Monty shielding it. Monty goes down. No call. Fred clears it with his left foot. It rolls back to midfield. 93 after it. 93 has it. 93 back to Gabe. Gabe gets around 10. Nice move. Gabe still has it. 10 tries to get around Diego. 93 tries to cut it out. Yumi has it. Yumi to Tomba. Tomba on his left foot. Tomba makes a move to his left. Tomba cuts it back to Gabe. Gabe to 93. Back to Gabe. Back to 93. He cuts around. It's 5 with a slide tackle. 94 in front. 4 cuts it away. It comes back to the right. 17 has the ball. 17 up the right side. 17 to 6. 6 back to the middle of the field. Diego cuts it away. 6 plays it back. That's Yumi on the ball. Yumi sends it to Monty. Monty turns. He finds Fred. Fred to his right. Fred to Tomba. Tomba through the center circle. To the side to Josh. Josh on the right side. Josh into the right corner. He crosses it, and it gets cleared by 5. That's Tomba making a run in. 6 has the ball. That's Gabe. Gabe gets through. That's Diego. Diego cuts it back. He sends it to Yumi. Yumi on the left side. Yumi toward the end line. Yumi makes a run. Yumi cuts around the defender. He goes down. No call. They go up the middle of the field to 10. 10 has the ball for Rochester. He cuts it back with his right foot. 10 to the left. 10 to the left side. They go up the left side of the field. They have a runner on the right side, number 17. He's coming back on his right foot. 9. Monty cuts it off. Tomba has it. Tomba cuts it back. Tomba roams in midfield. That's Diego, one behind him. Diego on the ground. 93 found Yumi. Yumi to Tomba. Tomba on the ground to Josh on the right side. Josh makes a run. He's trying to get by 2. 18 pokes it away. Toward the corner. 18 saves it. Goes down the sideline. And that's Eric on the ball. Eric to Brendan. Brendan cuts it back. Back to Eric. Eric sends it back to Monty. Monty to Diego. Diego right at the center circle to the middle to 93. Gets cut off. They go off the side to 17. 6 has the ball. 6 looks up. He goes to the left side. Here comes the goalie. Here comes PJ out. Brendan on the ball. Brendan to Tomba. Tomba turns. Sends it back to Eric. Eric turns on the ball. He sends it to Yumi. Yumi, one behind him. Yumi up the left side. He tries to find Gabe. Gabe brings it down with his right foot. Gabe to the left corner. 12 takes it away. 12 checks. 12 crosses the field. Let's see who gets it. Tomba on his right foot. Josh off his chest. There's nobody on him. Josh to the side to Tomba. Tomba on his right foot. Tomba back to his left. He crosses to Gabe on the left side. Gabe on the left side. He crosses. Hits a defender. It's a corner for Valeo.
Whoa, wait.
You got two out there.
We are 20-50 into the first half. There's no score. It goes to Gabe. Gabe short. Gabe in front. He went for Fred. It didn't get there. Yumi on the ball. Yumi to Diego. Diego to Gabe. Gabe on the left side. Gabe crosses with his left foot. Gets played away by number 5. Diego brings it down with his right foot. 4 has it. 6 has it for Rochester. 6 to 8. 8 on this side. Gets it back to the middle of the field. It's going to be taken away by Tomba. Tomba up the side. Tomba to 93. Tomba has it. Tomba tries to get through. It gets poked away. Number 14 in the game for Rochester makes a run. He gets by Brendan. 14 making a run. Gets blocked by Monty. 14 to the side. It's crossed inside. That's Fred that clears it. Fred to Josh. Josh in front of the Valeo bench to Tomba. Tomba's got Gabe on the side. Gabe on the left side. Gabe. Gabe sends it back to Tomba. Tomba has it. Tomba to his right. Sends it to Eric. Eric to the right side to Josh. Josh in front of the Rochester bench. Brendan's overlapping. Josh loses it. They're going down the left side. 18 to the side. Brendan comes back. 2 players go down. They call a foul on Valeo. It's going to be a free kick for Rochester in front of the Valeo bench. Ben Lopez is coming back into the game. Who'd he come in? He came in for Diego. It's a free kick. They're about 40 yards out in front of the Valeo bench. It's a short field. And he puts it toward the near post. It gets headed away by Eric. Brendan's after it. Brendan has the ball. Brendan down the right side. No one's on him. Brendan's got Josh to his right. Brendan crosses midfield, sends it to 93, who tried to find Josh. Went out of bounds. They throw it down their left side. 14. Brendan puts it out of bounds in front of the Valeo bench. 10 has the ball. 10 to the side to 14. Brendan puts it into the snow. We are 23-20 into the first half. There's no score, and they're looking for another soccer ball. 4 has the ball for Rochester. 4. That's Josh that gets him back. 18 has it. 18's making a run. 18 on his right foot to the side. He's making a run to the corner. He sends it back in front. 10, it was on his left foot. He sends it back. They shoot, and PJ on the near post saves it. We are 24 minutes into the first half. There's no score. PJ out the side to Brendan. Brendan to Josh. Josh in front of the Valeo bench. Back to Brendan. Brendan sends it back to Eric. Eric to the middle of the field to Ben. Ben turns. He sends Tomba. Tomba up the right side. Turns on it. Tomba back to Brendan. Brendan to Eric. Eric turns on it. Eric looks up. Eric sends it to Yumi.
Turn, Yumi.
Yumi to Eric. Eric back to Monty. He sees you. Monty to Yumi. Yumi to Monty. Monty off number 8 out of bounds. Throw in for Fred. Fred to Yumi. Yumi on the ground. 4 steals it to 9. 9 chips it. Ben on his left foot. Gets cleared by Monty to the side. That's Tomba on it. Tomba makes a run. Tomba through midfield. Tomba gets spun around. He goes to the side. That's Brendan's side. Brendan across midfield. Brendan in front of the bench. He tried to hit 93. He got cut off. Tomba makes a run. Tomba shoots. Goalie saves it on the near post. Goalie in the middle of the field to number 6. 6 cuts it back. There's a runner up the right side. He's trying to split him. Back to the number 9. Bends on him. He goes back to his right. 9 shoots. It's going to be over the goal. With 25:30 into the first half. No score. PJ on the goal kick. Hamso just came in for Josh. PJ kicks it out to the right side. It's over midfield. 6 clears it back into the Valeo end. Brendan's chasing it. Brendan toward the sideline. Brendan sends it back to Eric. Eric sends it to Ben. Ben to Brendan on the right side. Brendan makes a run. Brendan in front of the Valeo bench. He stutters. He comes back. Sends it back to Eric. Eric turns on it. Eric back to Brendan. Brendan to Ben. Ben to Brendan. Back to Ben. Ben's got room. Ben to the other side. 12's going to cut it off. 12 to the middle of the field to 6. 6 with Ben on him. Fred's side. Fred and number 8. 8 to the middle of the field. They backheeled it. Monty's chasing it. Monty plays it out of bounds. Throw in for Rochester. 12 on the throw. Sub is coming in for Rochester. We're 27 minutes into the first half. No score. They throw it into number 9. Gets taken away. That's Tomba on the ball. Tomba to 93. That's a nice ball. Gets cleared away. And it looks like a corner, right? It's a throw. 93 on the throw. He throws it to Yumi. Yumi on his right foot. Yumi brings it back. Yumi to Gabe. Gabe, one person on him. Gabe to his right. Gabe sends it back to Ben. Ben to Eric. Eric on that side, on the right side. Eric, he's got Ben. He's got Brendan. Brendan on the sideline. Brendan up the side. Brendan to Hamsa to Brendan. Brendan still has it. Brendan to his left. Brendan to Hamsa. Hamsa tried to get around the player. Brendan comes back. Brendan turns on it. Brendan back to Eric. Eric spins around it. Eric back to Brendan. Brendan turns. Brendan down the side. He has Hamsa. Hamsa on the right side. Hamsa to Yumi. He lets it go and they steal it. They go down the side. It hits a player in the chest. They send it down the middle, but PJ's going to get to it in the box. PJ out to Fred on the left side. Fred to Yumi. Yumi to Fred. Make a run. To Gabe. Gabe back to Yumi. Yumi to Tomba. Tomba to Ben. Ben to the side to Brendan. Brendan brings it down with his right foot. 14's on him. He goes up the side to Hamsa. Hamsa to the side to 93. 93 down the right side. He cuts it back. On his right foot, he chips it to the other side. That's Gabe on this side. Gabe, he couldn't keep it in bounds. It's going to be a goal kick for Rochester. Subs are coming in for Valeo. Who is that? Josh and Diego are coming in. And Gabe and Yumi are coming out. Goal kick for Rochester. We are 29-15 into the first half. No score. That's Monty clears it with his left foot. It gets headed high in the air. That's Tomba on the ball. Fred on his right foot to Ben. Ben off his head. That's Monty. He's going to shield it. He sends it back to PJ. PJ to the side to Fred. Fred making a run. He gets hit. No call. There's a call. It's a free kick for Valeo. We are approximately 30 minutes into the first half. There's no score. Ben on the ground to Tomba. Tomba to Monty. Monty on the ground to Ben. He's got space. To 93. He slips on the ball. He turns on. He still has it. Sends it back to Ben. Ben to Tomba right at the center circle. Tomba up the right side. That's Hamza. Hamza up the right side. Hamza. He's got Brendan running with him. Hamza back to Tomba. Tomba to the left. Tomba gets blocked. He still has the ball. Tomba has it. Tomba turns, finds Diego. Diego about 35 yards out. Chips it in the box to Josh. Josh is in. 12 played him off just enough.
Set up, wait.
Goalie boots it high over midfield. Monty's under it. Monty off his head to the side. That's Hamza's side. It goes over Hamza's head. 5 to the side. 14's chasing it. And it goes out of bounds. Throwing for Valeo. Right in front of the Rochester bench. Brendan on the throw. Brendan to Diego. Back to Brendan. Brendan turns. Brendan on his left foot to Ben. Ben to Diego. Diego chips it ahead. He's trying to find 93. Here comes the goalie. We're 31-20 into the first half. No score. Goalie boots it over midfield. It's going to bounce. Brendan and 14. 14 off his chest. Brendan plays it away. They call a hold on Brendan. It's going to be a free kick for Rochester right in front of the Valeo bench. Monty off his head to the side. That's Eric chasing it. And Eric saves it. Saves it to Ben. Ben to the side to Brendan. Brendan down the right sideline in front of the Valeo bench. Brendan over midfield. Brendan turns. 4 cuts him off and hits it out of bounds. We're 32 minutes into the first half. There's no score. Brendan on the throw. Brendan to Ben. Ben's got 5 yards in front of him. Ben on his left. Ben to Tomba. Back to Ben. Ben makes a run to his right. Ben shoots it. It's a riser over the top. There's about 7:30 left in the first half. There's no score. Goal kick for Rochester. He goes down the middle of the field. That's Tomba off his head. Hits their defender. That's Fred off his feet. Tomba has it. Tomba gets through 2 players. Tomba through 5, gets blocked. That's Diego after the ball. They come out to the right side to number 7. 7, they got to cut the hole. He goes to 18. That's a nice ball into the right corner. 18 off his foot. That's Monty that cut him off. Diego has it. Diego, one behind him. Diego to Josh. Josh cuts it back. Josh, he's going to cut it off. 5 cuts it off. Brendan's after it. Brendan has it on the right side. 14's after him. Brendan to the side. Brendan turns. He gets around him. Brendan turns again. Sends it back to Hamza. Hamza turns. Hamza to Tomba. Tomba to the middle to Diego. Diego's got Brendan going down the right side. Brendan crosses in front. Gets headed away. That's Diego on the ball. Diego has it. Diego back to Hamza. Hamza to Tomba. Back to Hamza. Hamza turns. Finds Diego. Diego's got Brendan in front of him. Brendan on the right side. He cuts it back. Brendan back to Hamza. Hamza in midfield. Goes up the side to Diego. Diego tries to get around the defender. 4 takes it away. 4 down the side. It gets cut off. That's Diego comes away with it. Diego to Tomba. Tomba to the side to Monty. Monty back to Tomba. Tomba to 93. Back to Ben. Ben turns. He's got Brendan on the right side. Brendan on the right side. Just under 6 minutes left in the half. Ben has the ball. Ben to Tomba. Tomba to his right. Back to Brendan. They're being patient here. Brendan up to Hamza. Hamza has the ball. Hamza on the wing. That's 93. It gets taken away. It's in the corner. And they're pointing to, I think they're pointing to a goal kick. It's a goal kick for Rochester.
I don't want to speak for her.
5 minutes left in the first half. There's no score. Out to the right side. 17 in the middle to 8. 8 turns. They got to cut him off. 8 to the side. I think that's 5 on the side. 5 sends it back to the goalie. That was a little deep. Goalie down his left side to 5. Hamsa's after him. Hamsa chips it away. Diego gets it. 90, and they call a foul. They call a foul. It's a free kick for Valeo. They're about 30 yards out. It's going to be a free kick for Valeo, about 30 yards out. Ben is over the free kick. There's 4:30 left in the first half. Ben and Tomba are over the ball. Let's see who takes it. Tomba circles around. Ben's going to take it. Ben on the ground to Hamsa. Hamsa in the box. Hamsa shoots with his left foot. It was Monty in front on the near post, and he went just wide. It's going to be a goal kick for Rochester. There's 4 minutes left in the half. There's no score. Goalie off the side of his foot. 12's going to get to it. 12 off his head. He pushes Josh out of the way. Fred has it. Fred to Tomba. Tomba turns. He finds Brendan on the right side. Brendan in front of the Valeo bench. Brendan on the ground to Hamsa. Hamsa turns. Hamsa to Ben. Ben's got Brendan to help. Ben turns, sends it back to Eric. That's Tomba on the ball. Tomba to his right. He's got Brendan going up the side, but he hits Diego. Diego to the middle of the field to Ben. Ben back to Tomba. Tomba in midfield. Tomba to Diego. Diego down the side to Hamsa. Hamsa making a run. Hamsa back to his left. Hamsa to Ben. Ben on his right foot. Ben sends it back. 9 steals it. It's 2-on-2 coming back. They try to chip to 9. That's Eric that knocks it away. 10 comes back. They're trying to get by Diego. Diego pushes 10 to the side. He's making a run up the sideline. Diego does take it away. Diego turns. He's got 10 yards in front of him. Diego down the side. He's got 93. 93 to Hamsa. Hamsa sends ahead to Josh. Josh chips it with his left foot, and the goalie picks it up. There's 2:30 left in the first half. There's no score. There's a full run coming up. He goes to the middle of the field to 9. Tomba takes it away. Tomba to Monty. Monty to Ben. Ben's got Brendan on the right side. Brendan makes a run. He's got 5 yards in front of him. Brendan on the ground. Tries to find 93. Got cut off. 4 has it. 4 to the side to 14. 14 cuts it back to 4. 4 to 8. 8 in the middle of the field. Monty takes it away. Monty's trying to find... Josh needs to get clear. He sends Josh. Josh on the left side. Monty's behind him. Josh to the left corner. Josh cuts into the box. He crosses with his right foot. 4 to the side to 14. They clear. There's about 1:40 left in the first half. 14 cuts it back to the right. He tries to get around Monty. 14 to the side. That's Fred. Fred chips it ahead. There's about 1:30 left in the half. That's 93 has it. He's got Hamsa running with him. 93 makes a run. He tries to find Hamsa. Got cut up by 15. 15 to the side. 12 makes a run right down the middle of the field. He's got a runner on the right. That's Monty cuts it off. Monty to Tomba. Tomba sends it. He's trying to find Josh, but it's going to go too long. Goalie saves it. There's under a minute left in the half. There's no score. Goalie over midfield. That's Ben off his right foot. Ben to the side. Ben chips the wing to 93. 93 and 15. It's to the corner. He puts it in front. Right through the crease. Out of bounds. That was Josh making a run on the backside. It's going to be a corner for Valeo. There's about 20 seconds left. It's under a minute. Diego on the corner for Valeo. Diego to the back post. That's Eric. Goes out of bounds. It's halftime. There's no score.